Hey guys, tonight we are exploring Poblacion, the red light district of Makati. Our aim is to scout the area, take some photos, and hopefully not lose our cameras. This is an area that I'm not comfortable wandering around at night, so it's a good thing I have a friend with me. This is Dope, a local urban street photographer, and he will be our tank if something happens. It is 6 p.m. and we are starting this photo walk here in the busy Makati Avenue. While I fix my settings and get some warm-up shots, check out the Christmas lights and the traffic. Behind us is McDonald's. I'll try to get a shot of the people inside. Side note, in the Philippines, McDonald's slogan is "Love ko to," meaning, I love this. So if you like any photo in this session, say "Love ko to" in the comments. This is an E-Jeep, a newer breed of our traditional jeepneys. It's way more comfortable and roomy than the old ones. You'll also notice that there are plastic barriers between each passenger. This is one of the safety measures they have in place for this season. Plus, there's Wi-Fi on board. Perfect if you want to watch an episode of On the Streets while you are stuck on the streets. The traffic is almost like how it was before the pandemic. It feels weird to say this, but I missed the traffic. Let's see how long that feeling will last until it gets annoying again. That other side of the road is what I know as the red light district. I'm not sure how big the area is, but we'll find out soon enough. This blue vehicle carrying water is what we call a tricycle. It's a common way of transportation here in the Philippines. The sidecar for humans is different, of course. It has been a while since the last time I had coconut juice. I might buy on the way back. For now, I'm just taking a photo of the vendors. I like how they both have a leg up on the wheel. We are now in Salamanca Street. Lined up with restaurants and street vendors, this area is a good choice for a food trip. Aside from the bright lights, what drew me to this scene is the woman in red. She's noticeably upset with the person she's talking to on the phone. She's clearly mad. She's a hot pot. See what I did there? We're back in Makati Avenue. Here's a guy selling guitars. Wouldn't it be amazing if I can get a candid portrait? This is totally the camera's fault. This is the reason why we need to buy new gear and watch endless reviews. This is the reason why we can't be better photographers. If you watched the last episode until the end, you know why we always need to have this kind of photo. This area is gritty and some spots are smelly. The wires are all tangled and there are scraps everywhere. But that might be one of the reasons why you should explore this area. It's different. It's modern and outdated at the same time. While walking, we heard a loud thud. There was an accident involving a motorcycle and an ambulance. We are now in JP Rizal Avenue. I'm trusting that Dom knows where we are going as it is a bit darker in this area. If you've ever been to Makati, you know that sometimes crossing is confusing. There are times when the traffic lights are on but are ignored because a traffic enforcer is overriding the traffic flow. If you're new or you didn't see the enforcer, good luck. I'm sure they are doing this to manage the traffic better. I just think there must be a better way. JP Rizal Avenue is not well lit. There's a mixture of commercial and residential places, but most are closed because of the pandemic. Those buildings outlined by yellow lights are in Rockwell, a well-known wealthy neighborhood. There are a lot of celebrities who live there, so if you visit the Philippines, you know where to find me. I like the contrast in this photo. Jeepneys in a not well-lit neighborhood against bright and towering buildings. We are now in front of the Poblacion Barangay Hall. Before moving on, I'll try to get some shots in this area. I noticed this guy on the vehicle looking in our direction. His face is well lit and is framed by the window. I positioned myself behind this girl to add more layers and story to the shot. A standard over-the-shoulder shot like in the movies. I'm trying to get a shot of the lady inside. The window serves as a natural framing, plus the star lanterns add a nice touch. This reminds me of those static images that they use in lo-fi music videos. Looking at this Christmas decor brings fun memories. As a kid, I always look forward to Christmas. I remember the vacations, the festivities, the friends, the families, and the fun and light vibe of Christmas. Even when I was already working in corporate, I would listen to Christmas songs whenever stressed out. If you watched my past POVs, you would notice that this area is very different. It's more residential, and even the decors are different. Currently, I'm fixated on the lanterns lining up the road. I'd like to take a photo of them with some human elements, so I'm waiting for subjects to pass. I like this. I'm happy that there's no overlap between the subjects and the lanterns. In this shot, I used the gate as a frame. Come to think of it, I always take a photo of people riding bike these days. But I can't even remember the last time I rode one. I don't even know if I still know how to bike. Moving on, we're venturing into another dark area. At this point, I'm alert and cannot think of taking photos. On the other side of the road is the Pasig River. It would be interesting to go to that side if it had more light. It's dark, so we chose to pass on this side. And on this side of the road, there's nothing. No structures, just a bare construction site wall. It's hard to be creative when you're concerned about safety, but I had to take at least one photo in this area. Here's a jeepney waiting to be filled with passengers. Like in the e-jeep earlier, you'll see the makeshift barrier between each passenger. Unfortunately, this one has no Wi-Fi on board, so if you ride one, make sure you have enough mobile data to watch the Kebs Cayabyab channel. We've finally reached Rockwell, but after kilometers of walking, Dom and I are both tired. We didn't take photos at Rockwell. We stayed here for a bit, walking at a slower pace, sharing stories. I met Dom through Instagram, and since he lived in my area, we met and went on a photo walk. I think this is the 4th or the 5th time we went on a street photography session. I'm hoping that after the pandemic, I can meet some of you as well. It would be nice to hear your stories about your photography conquests, your dream gear, and even your heartbreaks. We are now in Kalayaan Avenue, on the way back to the red light district. This frame is surreal. The girl, isolated in the middle with Rockwell as the background, reminds me of those futuristic cyberpunk cities. I think this is one of my favorite shots in this photo walk yet. I don't know what kind of store this is, but the neon lights are gorgeous. The posters on the door and the girl wearing a mask adds a bit more context to the shot. Just when I thought I had seen it all, I saw this green cow wearing a mask and a face shield. That shop looked interesting because of the logo and the smoke. I went closer to take a photo of the scene when the guy cooking barbecue struck a pose. This pose, along with the peace sign, is one of the most common that I see on the streets. We are now approaching BURGOS Street. where there are many neon lights and random girls appearing out of nowhere offering a massage. The bars are still closed at this time because of the government mandate, so it's unlikely that we'll see drunk people. This is Filling Station. I think it has the most gorgeous neon lights in the area. I'll head back to this area as soon as I get my diffusion filter. As I'm taking a photo, I can't help but remember lo-fi tunes. What is it that make neon lights and lo-fi music go together? These lights are gorgeous. I love the colors and the reflections. This here is one of the reasons why I love color photography. As we walk back to where we started, I try to remember the areas that I loved. I'll definitely be back and take the same route again, hopefully in different circumstances. It would be nice to take a photo of people again, without them wearing masks. And like them, it would also be nice to meet some of you and explore the area together. I think this spot is a good spot to end the photo walk, right where we started. It's also fitting to end this video with another McDonald's photo. Remember, if you love this video, leave love ko to in the comments down below. Until next time, see you on the streets.